So here this is 3/4 kgs, 3/4 kilo, or like they call it pauna kilo mutton. I marinated it last night, afternoon actually, with 7 to 8 cloves of garlic, to this long ginger. I pounded together along with 3 spicy variety of green chilies, salt and turmeric, and now I'm going to pressure cook it till it cooks. I wanted to fall off the bone, so I'm going to do that. I'm pressure cooking it first because in Singapore I can just cook it without pressure cooking and it can get cooked, but in India I'm not sure how that works. So I like the meat to be tender, like falling off the bone. But at my place, by the way, I'm in India right now, my mom isn't well. She had a fall and then she required a surgery, and so I'm here to take care of her. And today it's Raksha Bandhan, my brother's birthday, and so I'm cooking mutton. And yeah, so I'm going to pressure cook this now for maybe 4 to 5 whistles and let it become soft. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to fine chop two onions, and I also have some tomato puree, and I'm also going to chop 1 tomato because I like the feel of the tomato in the curry. So yeah, I'm going to fine chop these for 3/4 kg of mutton. Now let's take some dry masalas. I don't know what all there is in this freezer, mummy's freezer. I see some black pepper. I see a lot of powders, but it's going to be tough here. Let me look for what's there in this freezer and then we'll see what to get. So this is damn cute, I must show you. In my house everything has got its separate dabba, but you see, all my mom's spices are stuffed in this one dabba, and you don't need a lot actually, but you know, let me just put this camera. Yeah, it's me, by the way. So here, see, she's got this cinnamon in this small dabba. You know how she's kept it? Very nice to see. See? So, aise bhi people live and live happily, and we need a million things. So yeah, I'm gonna take some cloves and stuff. I will show you what all I prepare and then I'll talk to you. So these are the masalas I've taken. There's 2 badi elaichi, big black cardamom, 2 small elaichi, green cardamom, 5 to 6 black pepper, 3 cloves, and 1 inch cinnamon, and I found poppy seeds, khaskhas here, so I've taken that. Normally at my place, Mary chops all the onions and everything. She prepares everything for me. So chopping onions this time, and I had forgotten. Yeah, this is the 4th whistle and on a low flame. So I think I'm going to stop after this. Switching it off now. So they've said here, I'm using this Dabur homemade tomato puree, and they've mentioned here that 2 tablespoons is 1 medium-sized tomato, and I'm also taking 1 medium-sized only, we can call this, right? Yeah, tomato. So I need 2 tomatoes, 2 to 3. So I'm going to take like maybe 4 tablespoons of this. Yeah, I will see how it goes. So now this recipe is nothing confirmed. I mean, like, this is not like a set recipe or I've tried this before, nothing like that. I'm just experimenting, and let's see what comes out, and hope it turns out nice. And if it turns out nice, only then I'm going to upload this video. Now the preparations are pretty much done. I'm waiting for the cooker to release the whistle, release the pressure. So here I've taken this measurement, 3 tablespoons. I've taken this. So that's it. Everything's ready. Let the pressure settle down, and then let me show you. See, it's sizzling, it's releasing, and here I'm heating some milk that's come. So yeah. So my mom lives across, my parents basically live across a very busy street. So it's always noisy. So the pressure here is now released. As you can see, it's not sizzling anymore. And let's see if it's cooked inside. This mom's pressure cooker is a bit, I can never handle it. So yeah, it's released and it looks like it's cooked. Let's see if it's to my liking or not, but first let me get a hang of how to open this. It's very tricky for me. Hey, I did it. Okay, yeah, see, it's fallen off the bone. Oh, I am happy. Lots of curry also, the yakni, which again I'm very happy. Yes, so now I'm going to put the other pan on the gas and then cook this. Now I've put the pressure cooker. This is another pressure cooker only, because I don't like to cook in, I don't know what she calls this, Hindallium or something she calls it, but I'm not comfortable cooking in that. I like to cook in stainless steel or iron. Yeah, I have an iron skillet, but I'm using lot of tomatoes today, or tomatoes, so I'm not going to cook in an iron skillet. I just bought one. But yeah, so I'm waiting for this water to evaporate, and then I'm going to use mustard oil. You can also use ghee, but I like the taste of mustard oil, so I'm going to use mustard oil now. The pan is nice and hot. Let me add some mustard oil. This may be like 1 spoon, like one that, where is my spoon gone? Yeah, this kind of mustard oil. Let it heat nicely to smoking point, and then we'll add our dry spices that we've kept aside. Nicely it's smoking. I'm going to add the bay leaf inside, and I'm gonna add all these dry spices and then reduce the flame. And before they start burning, I'll add the onion inside. Yeah, onions are in. Fry them nicely. Now I'm adding some turmeric to this. I'd already marinated it in turmeric, but still a little bit of turmeric and a little bit of salt. The salt is perfect in this curry or the gravy that we cook. We call it ironing, the stock. I'm still adding a little bit of salt so that the onions sweat. The exhaust is on, so it's going to be very noisy. Now I'm going to add our tomatoes and give it a nice mix, and also add the tomato puree. At this time, just notice the onions, they're nice and soft and slightly brown. So I'm going to add the tomatoes, and I'm also going to add the tomato puree. Now if you want to rinse this tomato thing, use the stock of the mutton. Don't use water and dilute it. Now I've added the tomato puree and I've added the tomatoes. I'm going to nicely give it a mix and let it soften. Now once the tomatoes became soft, I added all the stock. Some is left, of course, because the pressure cooker is in such a way, the shape, that little bit is left here. But anyways, so I've added all the stock once the tomatoes and onion became very soft, and I'm going to boil this off. So now I'm going to add the remaining curry and the stock, and the mutton pieces to this, and I'm also going to add some meat masala to this. You can add just plain garam masala also, but there is meat masala kept here in the freezer I just saw. So I'm going to empty the contents of this pressure cooker in there. Yeah, and I'm going to give it a nice mix. Add the meat masala at this point. So here I'm adding the meat masala to this mutton. I've checked the salt, so check the salt also. And now I'm going to chop some fresh coriander, and I'm going to add to this. After I added the meat masala, I'm just covering it and letting it cook. I want to boil off the water. So there's a lot of curry here. I don't want it this liquid, so curry state. But if you want, you can just add some coriander leaf now and switch off the gas. This is also good to be eaten with rice and stuff. But I want it to become a little more thick. So I'm going to let it cook off while we chop some coriander. Now let me show you how my mom keeps her coriander. And I'm also doing the same now since I'm here. So she puts it in a hanky, in a plastic bag, in the fridge. So we're going to take some coriander and chop it fine. This is it. This is the amount of gravy I need, so they can eat it with rice also. And in my house, very dry mutton is not preferred. So this is it. This is done. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe, and I'm going to post it only if it turns out nice. And I get a lot of compliments for this. It's a very simple recipe. This is not, I'm not try to make something from a particular area or whatever. This is just something that you can make when you don't have a recipe book in hand. So thank you for watching. Hope you liked it. Bye.